The coffee cup that solved a 31-year-old double murder killer walked free for 31 years because nobody in the system had his DNA, until a total stranger uploaded her spit to a genealogy website and, 2 hours later, police had his name. Visual cue: ferry crossing at dusk. Prussia Sound. In November 1987, 18-year-old Tanya van Cuylenborg and her boyfriend Jay Cook, 20, boarded a ferry from Victoria on the most mundane errand imaginable, picking up heater parts for his dad, and vanished. Visual cue: vintage camera insert, film winding. Tanya had brought her camera to document their first trip together. Those photos were never taken. 6 days later, her body was found bound and shot in a ditch. Visual cue: overcast rural roadside. Jay's turned up 60 miles south under a bridge, killed differently but bound with the same zip ties. Visual cue: split map, 60-mile distance animated. Investigators had the killer's DNA almost immediately. Just no name. Pattern interrupt: audio drops to silence for 1 beat. Detective Jim Scharf carried the case for 23 years, clearing 200-plus suspects until 2018, when genetic genealogist C.C. Moore searched the DNA against 1 million public profiles, including one uploaded by a woman named Chelsea Rustad, who'd only wanted her family tree. Visual cue: data graphic narrowing 1,000,000 to 1. 2 hours later, William Earl Talbot II. Police tailed him until he discarded a coffee cup at a red light. DNA match: 1 in 180 quadrillion. Visual cue: bold stat overlay. But 3 years after his conviction, an appeals court threw out the verdict over a single juror's answer. And what happened next at the Washington Supreme Court decided whether 31 years of work would count for anything. Chelsea Rustad broke no law, yet her DNA helped convict a relative she'd never met. So tell us below, would you still upload yours?